This is Julianne Turner, and I am here again with you for another Spark of Genius. And today, my guest is Albert Einstein. Albert, thanks for joining me today. Albert and I even coordinated our blue sweaters today because we're coming to you with a very important message. We want to break a big myth about genius for you. So, what is the myth? Well, the myth is that only a few people possess genius. Only a few people possess genius. That's the myth. The truth is that we all possess genius. It's our most valuable gift. It's our most valuable natural asset, and it's meant to bring us prosperity when we share it with the world. So, in order to break through a myth, we have to first acknowledge that it is a myth, right? So let's explore this. Is it true that only a few possess genius? Well, let's ask Albert. He's really the one who most people immediately think of when you say the word genius, right? What did Albert have to say about genius? Well, Albert said, everybody is a genius. Everybody is a genius. That's what Albert says. Thank you for that, Albert. He says everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life thinking and believing that it's stupid. Okay? What does he mean by that? Well, we do that, don't we? We judge everyone through a certain lens, certain gifts that we value more than others, especially in our education system, right? Education system values and teaches and honors certain gifts more than others. If you're an artist, you probably don't even get to do that in school, as an example, just one example. There are many, many gifts that we have, that we possess, many aspects of genius that we have that aren't honored or taught in school, for example, right? But they're still tremendously valuable. So let's explore this. What if we were to judge Albert, his genius, only by how well he did in school? Okay, Albert, how did you do in school? He has to confess that he actually dropped out of school when he was 15. Okay, he flunked his polytechnic school exam. Okay, so Albert would not fare very well if we just only judged him by how well he did in school, right? If we only judged his genius by that. Should we judge Albert's genius by his workspace? Albert, I've got a picture of your workspace here. Okay. So is Albert's genius, you can see, is Albert's genius as an interior designer, as keeping someone's workspace organized? Not his genius, right? Doesn't mean he doesn't have genius, though. What about Albert's grooming? His haircut, okay? Is Albert's, would he make a great hairdresser? Would he make a great hairdresser if we were to judge his genius by that? No, the truth of it is, and this is really important, the truth of it is Albert's genius wasn't even visible. He said, my genius is in staying with the problem longer than anyone else is willing to. Staying with the problem longer than anyone else was willing to. That's what he thought his own genius was. And imagining possibilities, right, that no one else was even willing to imagine. That was Albert's genius. And we know what an impact he had. And so when we find our genius, and it may be sometimes, many of the visionaries I work with across the globe, so many talents. Some of them are very visible, evident to them. Some of them are invisible. They have hidden superpowers, okay, sometimes. So everybody has genius, though. Everybody is a genius. You just have to find what yours is. It's a unique blend. Do you think that Albert used his gifts, his genius? You think he made an impact? Absolutely, right? A world-changing impact. And you have a world-changing impact to make in your world. It could be your family, it could be your neighborhood, your community, it could be the whole world. But whatever that is, your genius is meant to make a contribution that no one else can make. And, you know, Albert also had fun, right? He also knew to have fun. And that's so important for all of us to remember as well. We're meant to be here, be ourselves, use our natural gifts, and have fun, have joy in expressing those with the world. And Albert left a legacy. So it's not a question, is it, of whether you have genius. It's just a question of, do you know what it is? Are you leveraging it fully? And so I want you to think about that. You know, what part of your genius is maybe not being shared with the world? What part of your genius might be hidden or invisible that could be brought out into the light? I'd love for you to comment on below about what you think your genius is, whether it's hidden or not, what you think your superpowers are. And I would just love to connect with you in that way. And also, I have a brand new webinar, okay, just about this. It's called the Signature Genius Workshop, okay, how to build a high-impact business around your secret genius without sacrificing your security, your sanity, or your freedom. And it's real easy to go to mygeniusworkshop.com. If you want to see that, sign up for it. Join me there, mygeniusworkshop.com. mygeniusworkshop.com. Make sure you spell genius right. That's a bit of genius we all need, right? And again, would love to have you comment as well. Thanks for joining me for another Spark of Genius. Bye for now.